It's 7 AM. I'm just going to have a quick cup of tea and then we're going to go and sort Champy out. So Xato doesn't normally get breakfast, but he's got to have these super strong painkillers. So I mix him a little bit of fast fibre and linseed, makes it a bit more palatable for him. Run away, Martin. Run away. Good boy, Martin. Where are you, Champy? What are you doing? Here, Champ. Here, Champ. So this is about the time that I'd be giving him his first eye drops of the day, but unfortunately, despite the fact that there is a sign on my door to remind me I did not bring the eye drops out of the fridge this morning, so I'm going to have to go all the way back and get them again. Martin's used to being me as an idiot. Aren't you, Marty? That is a look of a long-suffering mule. Yeah, you've got to stay in here and keep Champy company. You did it after all. Hmm? Marty? Martin? Oh, boy. There you go. You didn't mean to be bad, did you? You just made bad. Huh? You're just bad by design, aren't you? No. Just bad by design. Sit it on the bloody door. So basically what happened with Xato was he has this fly mask, and it's well fitting. If I can figure out how to put some photos up, or put them up and show you. But it was, his eyes were down here and the brow band up here. He's worn it no problem for a few months since it started getting hot. No, Martin. Yes, I know. Scary. You don't wear them, do you? And then on Tuesday morning, we'd been out for a really cool hike with my mate, and it was my day off, so I'd kind of potted around the yard, and I think I left about 1:30 and put his fly mask on before I left. And then Ben and I had to run some errands, and we're a little bit late coming back, but it's no big deal at this time of year. And we got a call from Little Mare's owner, the other livery up here, to say that there was something wrong with Xato's mask, and that Marty was chasing him, weren't you, Martin? Of course he was. What else would he be doing? So he rushed up there, just thinking that, oh gosh, he can't see, hope he doesn't run through a fence. Not really thinking much of it. But basically, this band had got stuck right underneath his brows, and because he's got such a donkey head and he's got really prominent brows, it was just, and because it's a good fit, ironically, it was pressing right into his eyes. His right one was completely covered, and he could just about peek out over his left one. bless him. I mean, he was very frightened and obviously in a lot of pain, and he wouldn't let me near him, which isn't like him. And I was just following him around, just saying his name over and over, so he knew I was there. Because the one time he did accidentally come close enough to me, and I sort of reached out to stroke him like I would, and he just jumped a mile because he had no idea I was there. Eventually, I managed to get him around the top and sort of a bit of approaching a tree, and let him put himself where he could see me properly. And then I was able to get close enough and sort of gently stroke my way up, keeping that movement, and then get to his mask and then clip the Velcro at the bottom. And even then, it was still jammed so tight against his poor eyes. So I had to kind of get it and pull it, and bless his heart, he let me do that. And then this was about 6:30, so it was out of hours, and I'm like, oh god, because I mean, he was a bit like blinky and weepy, but we called the emergency vet up, and the vet and call talked about it with us and explained what it was, and we're like, well, we brought him in and we sort of put a whole compress on his eyes, and after that it wasn't weeping at all, and it did actually look like he was getting better, like he was opening his eyes more. And so the vet was like, no, there's no point getting someone out now, because night time is the best time for these eye injuries. I'm sure he'll be much better in the morning and get the vet out tomorrow. What are you doing? And in the morning he wasn't, unfortunately. So we got a lovely Freya out, who I really like, and she sorted him, and fortunately it turned out that his left eye had a teeny tiny little ulcer, and she put like dye in his eye, and his right eye, his entire cornea was just took up. That's been very rude. Just took up all the dye. So that sucked. But then she came back 2 days later. We've been giving them this course of drops. He has drops every 2 hours, and then he has like a gel for overnight. And she came back yesterday, and the one in his left eye is almost gone, which is amazing. And the one in his right eye is like reduced by a few millimeters, which is nuts, basically. So, yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Hopefully he can continue improving. And in the meantime, I don't know what we're going to do with you, Marty, because I'm pretty sure, I mean, I can't see how it could have come off, so I'm assuming somebody grabbed it, hung on, and maybe Xato pulled back, and that was enough force to just get it down, and once it got under those brows, that was it. So, that's the deal. Time to go. Right, it's midday. I'm going to go up with lovely plasma. I'm going to go up and try and give Champ some plasma. This is really good for healing. This is for his own blood. He might not like it though because it stings a bit. So, but if it helps him. I used to work in a lab for a few years, so it was quite familiar to me. I've moved his net because he seems a bit sensitive to daylight today. When he's in the stable for a little bit, he's all right, and he opens his eye, and then he kind of pops his head out, and it opens again. So I thought if I put it on this side, then his right eye's always going to be tucked around in the dark. So hopefully I'll keep him all right.
The reward, you get close again. Yeah, I mean. Actually better with that.
Good boy, well done. Good boy. So it's actually 6:30. We're actually a bit late, but we didn't get any phone calls today to tell us that Xato was trying to kick the door down, so we thought we'd extend it a little bit and just leave him, not trying to bother him by coming up and down too often. I'll give him some eye drops now and then put him out in the shade for a little bit maybe, and then come back later. Not sure. See how it goes. What are you boys doing? Weirdos. Weirdo. you can see, his willingness to be dosed sort of deteriorates throughout the day. That's partly because he's just fed up about standing in the stable, he just hates it. But also because we started the plasma today, and that gets a bit stingy. Like after we gave it this morning, I saw him. He was weeping quite a bit, which is supposed to, it's good. It's doing a good job, but obviously he doesn't see it that way. So it's a bit of a shame, but hopefully we can keep going. And he is trying very hard. When I have put him out now, just because the arena is nice and shady, just let him stretch his legs for a bit. I thought it's a bit bright to go back in the field right now because it's right in the daylight at the moment. But I didn't really want to put him back in the stable because he's not very happy about it. I have put a 5-hinge on him. I know people will go, but he's under supervision. It's velcroed both sides. It's very loose. It would come off, and he can't really risk getting flies in it because it's going to infect it. And I don't want to put him back in because it's just making him miserable. And he's scraped up his hoof where he's been kicking a bit, so it's a lesser of two evils, really. Mm-hmm.
Very good. He's perfect. It's me, you silly buggers. I'm just sitting on the floor. Oh, you're so brave. Brave ponies, brave Martin. Hello.
Hello. Oh my god, Martin. Hey, Jumper.